Let's say you're in a car accident. Would you want to go on machines?
When facing the end of life, clarity brings comfort. Death doula Diane Boots begins her work by helping patients and families prepare, guiding them through essential documents like a will and power of attorney. But it's not just paperwork, it's empowerment. By helping individuals put their wishes in writing, Diane gives the patient something many feel they've lost: the power to make their own decisions and to leave this world on their terms.
We do a lot of education. We have to prepare the family and the patient, making sure their will is done, making sure they understand what the medical proxy is, what's a power of attorney, why should you have a will. All of those things have to be put in place before. Do they want to live at home? If they want to have a home birth, what is the room going to look like where they're going to be? Our number one is that we're non-judgment, and that goes with if I'm traditional and if they start the rosary and they can't finish it, where I'm going to stand there in honor of the family and the patient, and I'm going to do the rosary. So my belief systems and my judgment is totally out the door. It's their power. It's given them their power. And I think that that's very important.
For the Haudenosaunee people, the end of life is not the end of the journey. It is a return to the spirit world. It's not only a way to comfort the family, but also to speak directly to the one who has passed and to let their spirit know that their time in the physical world is complete and their journey to the spirit world has begun.
I really believe in our condolence. It's a very important protocol to guide not only the spirit but the family member. That's part of the things that I work with the family, is acknowledging when a person is passing that they become more in the spirit world than the physical world. So that transition is very important. And also in the condolence, like the 10-day feast, the faith keeper is always telling the family, you know, they're not going to be here physically, they're spiritual, and they're talking to the spirit and training them too. So I just think that the condolence is an amazing way to look at death and to do your healing around.
At the end of life, there are often words left unspoken, stories, regrets, memories, or secrets that weigh on the heart. Diane knows that sometimes patients need someone who will simply listen without judgment, without interruption, and with total confidentiality.
How I do that is I go in and I introduce myself. I sit with the family and with the patient. I'll go over and I'll say, you know what? I said, I think it's really awful that when you're born, people are teaching you, supporting you. And then you reach this part of your life and everybody shuts up. And I said, you know what? I'm your person. You want to talk about anything? I really push the confidentiality at that point with the patient. If they share something with me, that's between him and I, or whoever, you know, and the wall. They open up to me more, and I become, that's what I like about it, is I kind of start becoming part of the family. And if they need an emotional release, I'll help them do an emotional release. And I even tell the kids, there's no question that's not on the table. You need to ask.
Even in life's final chapter, there can be still joy. There can be music. There can be moments that feel beautifully normal. Diane believes that dying doesn't mean we stop living, because sometimes the greatest gift in those final days is a sense of normalcy, a chance to laugh, a reason to smile, and someone that's not afraid to celebrate the life that's still here.
Anything is open. One of my patients was like, can we have a girls' night? And I says, well, what does a girls' night look like? She goes, oh, I want a taste of a beer. He says, hey, how about a Budweiser? They go, yeah, might as well have the full thing. You know, why go light at this point? But she just wanted to have fun. And So what we did is we cranked up the jigging music, and my worker and I jigged for her, and we laughed and told stories and everything, and that was our girls' night out. And it's kind of like, let's go back a little bit to normal.
Death can feel like separation, but Diane reminds us we are never truly alone. In her work as a death doula, she gently encourages us not to fear death because our loved ones, those who have gone before, are still here. Their spirits surround us. They visit in dreams, in quiet moments, in small signs, if we just slow down and pay attention.
Don't be afraid of death. Get to know the people's energy, and you won't miss your loved one as much. Yes, we're gonna miss them physically. You gotta believe in your experiences. When you have dreams or you see something, you see a bird or an insect or a butterfly keeps bugging you, don't swat it away, it's a message. And, we get to share things like that during my training. People just open right up and they go, oh my God, you mean what I had was an actual spiritual experience? And, well, yes.